We're now going to take a look at some modifications that you can make to personalize your histograms. So, where to start? Well, what about color? Blue is fine. I like blue. You can probably tell from my shirts that I wear. But there are other colors, right? And you can certainly change that. So the key place to changing basics like color is actually with the hist parameter. So there is a color option. Now, if I put comma space, it shows me some of the options, and it is called color. See that color equals none. So it's giving a default color. So how do I know what colors I can try? Well, if you try ones that have clear names like red or pink or purple, they're going to work. Okay. I can try pink. And by the way, when I run it, note that it's going to overwrite each time the file, which is fine, I think, because you can always go back. But if you ever have one like, oh, I know I want the blue one, I don't know how I got that, you could always change the figure to something, a different name. And there you see pink. It's fun to like just see how different ones look, right? Try red. Look at red. Let's try green. There's green. Okay, you may be wondering, are these the only options? No! Okay, I don't actually know them all. What I know though is that if, like, let's say I decide I'm into greens, I want variations of greens. How do I find this stuff? Well, just go to Google and you want to use matplotlib colors. Okay, so this is what I do. Go in Google, do this with me. Matplot, look, showing us the second option. Matplotlib colors, okay? These are not my searches, these are popular searches. And I like to look at images straight out. You can list them, but it's nicer to see them. And you can click on this and, accidentally clicking there. And you can see some different options, like look at mint cream, right? Or, I don't know, coral, it's kind of nice. Slate blue. There's a ton of colors, right? Colors are not objective, they're personal choice. It's about what you want. And one of the things I would invite you to consider is that, can you use your colors to tell a story, right? Like, is there a color for pollution? I mean, we think of the Earth as being like blue and green. I mean, looking at CO2 values, it's in the sky. Is it darkening the sky? Is it like instead of a sky blue, which is here, is it like a slate gray maybe? Or a steel blue? Look at cadet blue. That's kind of cool. So you could just try to pick ones, okay? So pick something. Pick what you like. There it is. Try that cadet blue. That's kind of cool, right? Almost has like a sky darkening effect. Anyway, I'm not going to go through and pick a bunch of colors, even though I would like to. I'm into color. But I want to show you something else that you can do with color that's really cool. It's called transparency. Unfortunately, it's not defined as transparency. It's defined as alpha. Okay. By default, alpha is 1.0, and that's no transparency. Okay. So if I press, well, here, I want to show you, let me show you too the basic color, like green, where you can see like some big differences. So there's alpha of 1.0. It's kind of dark, right? But what if I have alpha, if I change it to 0.8? What's it going to look like? What that will mean is 80% transparency. Okay. Totally free to use whatever colors you want at this point. It looks like not quite as dark, right? And you can see a little bit of transparency. What if we bring that down further, like to 0.5? I don't know, it kind of looks cool, right? So you can pick the transparency that works for you, and you can also use that to adjust colors a little bit. I think for me personally, I'm going to try one of these slate grays. So I like this idea of the color telling a story. Was it G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? I don't know, I just try it. Yeah, maybe that cadet blue is better. And again, it's going to look different with an alpha. But this is the type of thing that I do. Don't just settle on defaults. Be precise, explore. have fun, right? Color is kind of fun. You use color and alpha together to get it the way that you want, right? I like that there. Okay, so there's a couple things that are really nice. Another thing that you can do is you can make the title bigger. So, right, it's fine like that, but you can make it bigger. Actually, sorry, I forget what the default is. Is it like 12 or 14 or 15? I think 16 will probably make it bigger. Certainly, right? And maybe I want to go higher. I don't know. Maybe that's too big. And this is what I mean, right? Take the time to make it look good. You're going to make histograms. They're going to go into your final project, okay? So you want to get it just right and you want to be consistent. When you find one that works, well, then you can use it for all kinds of columns. And we'll do another one in just a sec. I'm going to, maybe I like 15. I don't know, it still looks a little big to me, honestly. 14. I like that, it's a little bigger. And then again, you know, if you want to see it, right, I think, okay, that's how it looks here. It doesn't look as clean as the output. So if I go back here and I download it again, right, because it's re-updating every time I run the code, I should get the newest one. And there it is. So I don't know. Yeah, I think like, I mean, it looks maybe slightly better. I can tell you this too. When you use the default, if you're in this world, people know that's the default. It's nice to customize it to your own. Okay, so those are some core adjustments that you can make. There are plenty more. You know, I cannot cover them all. I do not know them all, but you can actually explore a little bit on your own. If there's something that you would really like to do and you don't know how to do it, you know, go ahead and look it up, ask your cohort lead, and see if you can figure it out. I can tell you that some things are easy to do and some things are really hard to do. It kind of depends. And really something that's a little tricky to do is like look at the breakdown of these numbers. I mean, it's not clean in that sense. It's general, so like it's okay. But my point is, it's not a trivial fix. Whereas like changing the size of the title is you simply write size equals, and then you do pick the number. Okay, so there are some nice customizations to help make histograms your own.